Hi guys, my name is Linda Jenkins, and today we are talking about starting your new business and how a business goes from an idea all the way until you're ready to actually take the actions that's necessary to start your business, because there is a whole procedure that has to take place for you to get to that point. And during all of this, you're also building partnerships and relationships, hopefully, that will help you get your business to fruition. Again, my name is Linda Jenkins. I'm with DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. You can find me on YouTube, or you can find me in Facebook under Linda Sahar, and that's Sehar Rafiq, Rafiq. So Linda Sahar Rafiq, or that's on Facebook, or under DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist on YouTube. Ladies, I know it's difficult to hear this, but it is necessary that you do. In this day and age, if you're broke, it's your own fault. It really is. There's nobody else to blame but you. And we're going to go into details about it, but basically it boils down to is, have you gotten angry, or have you gotten mad, or have you gotten to the point that you just absolutely hate the situation that you're in? Because if you've not gotten to that point, you are not going to be ready to make a move. You're going to be just okay. You're just going to be sitting there. You're going to be taking it, whatever it is. You are not going to be ready to make that move until you get either angry, upset enough, you've had enough. If you're not to that point, you're not going to be able to make a move. But if you make that decision, you get that attitude of, if it's to be, it's up to me. And that means if you're broke right now, it's your own fault because you have not made that step. The ideas that you have lead to new dreams. That's how they're born. That's how your dream is born. You're standing in line, getting ready to check out, and then all of a sudden you see something that gives you an idea of a new product, a new service. You've gone past another business, or you've seen something online that says, "Oh, I could do that." That can't be that difficult. So that little bitty idea, that little bitty seed of an idea, is what leads to dreams if you're willing to pursue it. In pursuing that dream, you want to have a desire to learn more about that topic. You naturally can go to Google and do a quick search to find out more information. Like if you're wanting to start a new blog, or if you're wanting to start a new cosmetology business, what is entailed in trying to start that, become a cosmetologist? What are the steps that you have to take to go from driver to dispatcher, driver to broker, driver to business owner, owner operator? You have those little seeds that become dreams. Those dreams lead you to the desire to learn more about that particular industry, whatever that industry is that you've chosen. A desire to learn leads you into the action where you can move forward into your new life. If you don't have the desire to learn, then you're never going to want to make that action. So having the desire to learn gives you the information to your brain that clicks on, that says, hey, it's time for action. I cannot just do this anymore. Action leads to strategy. For you to get the strategy in place, you're going to have to start with that investigative progress. You went through the process of investigating it, writing your notes down, and all of that. That gives you, okay, this needs to be done first, this needs to be done second. Now, each one of those topics might have 3 different items that have to be done before you can move on to your second topic. Again, those could have like 3 or 4 different action items that you need to do so that you can go to the next one. Like let's take, for instance, you need to fill out a form to get to your next action of sending that form in. How long is that going to take for you to get that information back after you've submitted that form? Or you may have to talk to a relative to find out more information, or you may have to talk to another business owner or a real estate agent or whatever. You may have to talk to other people so that you can form your strategy for what your next best step is. That strategy creates the plans. So those next best steps that you just wrote down, all of those little bitty tiny actionable items leads to the grand plan for what it is that you need to do to get your business off the ground. Now remember, it started from this one seed. And now you are ready to talk to the Better Business Bureau. You're ready to talk to the state department, whatever it is, for you to be able to get your business license. Usually the Department of Commerce. Okay, you're ready to talk to DOT about what is required for you to, get your DOT number. You're ready to talk to FMCSA to find out more about getting an MC number. You're ready to talk to insurance companies to make sure that you have the right amount of insurance in place so that you can get all of that taken care of within your Bach 3. All of that stuff has to be taken care of before you can continue your plan. But at least having a strategy lets you know, okay, this is the step I need to take. Are you going to know all of those steps when you're first starting out? No. Every person that you talk to, every article, most likely that you read, every video that you watch will give you more information. Ooh, I need to find out about that. So you add that to your actionable items that leads on down to your strategy, that leads on down to your plans, that allows you to open your own business. That's, again, if you're not looking at opening a business, maybe it's creating programs that are going to get your customers to attend courses that you've created. If you're doing an online business, if you're offering special programs to help other people out, whether it's for profit or nonprofit, those plans that you've made from that strategy, according to the little bitty seed idea that you had, eventually leads to a program that you're going to create. What kind of seeds are you planting? These seeds, need to come out. And the only way that they're going to get there is by the faith that you have in yourself and in your abilities. How much faith do you have in yourself? Are you willing to take that next step? Are you willing to say yes, I can do this? Yes, I am willing to ask people. I'm willing to put myself out on a limb. I'm willing to go on to shaky ground that I've never been on before just so that I can succeed in the business that I want. These are the things that you need to look at. These are the things that happen when you're starting a new business. When you're getting involved with all of these people, you can't just say, if the first person says no, you cannot just take no, that can't be done. You're going to have to consistently go and look at it from different avenues or different aspects, because it may not be that you can't do something that you're wanting. Maybe you're asking the question wrong. You don't know what you don't know. These programs that you're creating or trying to get into so that you can open your business require consistency of motivation, motivating yourself to get out there when nobody else is going out there. You have to find out what it takes and make those steps. That takes consistency. That takes the will for you to want to always make that next best step, make that next best step, make that next best step, make that next best step. But you have to be the one that are consistently going out there trying to find the information. It's kind of like digging a ditch. You know that ditch needs to be laid so that you can get irrigation to your seeds that are growing in your field. You're the only one that is going to be out there because nobody else, unless you want to pay them, are going to be out there helping you dig that little ditch. You're going to have that shovel and you're going to have to be digging that ditch, digging that ditch, digging that ditch. You're going to have to be the one that's going out there every day working it, trying to find out what's needed, what's necessary, what else do I need so that I can get this business off the ground. That's steps that you have to find out. The only way you're going to find that out is, investigating. Have that inquisitive mind, you know. You're going to have to be the one that says, okay, well, I know I've done this. They said I need to do this, but I can't do this until I do this. You're the one that has to go out there and say, yeah, you know what? I think I can do this. And take it one little bitty step at a time. Consistency in front of your clients gets you noticed. If you are doing like what I do, an online program where you are coming out in front of different people, you are going, let's say that, you're doing hair, you're doing auto mechanics, whatever, consistency gets you noticed by your clients. Consistency of doing a new job, being out there. If you're going to be like handing out flyers or anything to promote your business, you're going to be the one out there handing out information about your particular business to your customers, to your potential customers. Let's say you go to the mall or go to Walmart or whatever, and you're handing out the flyers or you're handing out the business card. If you're going to like a trade show or something, these here situations get you noticed, and the only way that happens is by you being consistent. You have to be willing to always take that next best step for your organization. Being noticed gets you your new customers. You cannot just boom, I got new customers. No, it doesn't work like that. Simply because you open your doors doesn't mean you're going to be able to be, the next Best Buy. You're not. You got to do stuff that's going to get you noticed. Getting you noticed gets those new customers coming in. Simply because, a realtor tells you, oh, it's all about location, location, location. Well, yeah, that gets you noticed because you're in a prime thing, a prime location. But if you're in a prime location and you're not promoting yourself, you're not marketing your company, then how are you going to get new clients? One person walk by every 10, 15 minutes and they see your new shop. Hey, a new telephone store. Okay. And they keep on walking. They might tell their cousin about it if something happens to their phone or you decide you're going to run a sale. But are you doing what's necessary to take that next step? If you are in the trucking company, what are you doing to get noticed by these new brokers? Have you, as an employee working with a mega company, written down all of your brokers that you've worked with in the past? You know, um, I've ran many loads, and I have a big long list of all of my brokers. Well, whenever I started my own business, what was the first thing I did? I didn't go to load boards. You go to load boards, you're going to get crappy loads. You're not going to get the best loads. You're not going to get the best paying loads. You're going to end up hauling trash from New York to Connecticut, or it's not, you're getting the loads that nobody else wants. and those loads aren't going to pay anything. You're going to end up, wasting your time and your effort if you don't talk to the brokers. The brokers that you talk to, you can say, hey, look, I've ran loads for you. I have a brand new refrigerated unit, and I'm out on business on my own. And I was just wondering, I know that you have these loads available, but do you have anything else that you're just not able to get filled at the moment? And is there any way that I can help with that? I'm available. I'm in the area right now, and I just really, I'm looking for something. If you don't have anything, do you know of somebody else that might? I'm trying to find me a load out of, say, Jersey, or I'm trying to find a load out of Miami. Do you know of any other brokers that might be running out of there that I can help out with? You know, and that's how you do it, word of mouth. Now they may not use you the first time, that's okay. They may, you may make the call and they go click, but that happens. Just know that, hey, you may have 50, 60 more people on your list. Just go to the next person. There has to be somebody at some point that has some kind of freight that they need moved. And most likely it's, you just hadn't hit the right one yet. So don't give up. Be consistent. Get noticed by the people that need you. And they may even say, hey, I don't have a load for you today, but can I send you the information packet and get you on our list so that next time that you're in this area, I know that I can call you. That's how you get to business. You don't go to the load boards, and if you are, you're getting the crappy jobs that don't pay anything. Know how to build your business. Get noticed by the people that matter. If you're in the hair industry, do the same thing with your customers. Get noticed, give a special discount, and say, okay, I'll tell you what, how about if you like what I do, I'll give you $5 off. Or if you like what I do, can I put your picture on the wall and let people see how great of a job I did so that, they see how beautiful you look. I know this color isn't what you normally go with, but, let's give it a try. If you don't like it, I'll change the color and I'll do it at no charge. Or, you may like, red instead of a darker brown. Let's just try it and see. And if you like it, fine. If not, we can always change it. It's nothing permanent. Even with permanent hair color, nothing's permanent. So, give them the opportunity to get noticed. Try a new haircut. You gotta be careful with that. Don't cut it too short or, in an angle they don't like. But get noticed by your customers. Offer different venues of value. Different venues of value gets you noticed in front of your new customers. The new customers that you're generating from this entire process so far, those new customers are going to be the one that are going to bring in the money to your organization. So it's imperative that you get noticed and that you're consistently, trying to market what you do. If you continually are in their line of sight, then they are going to shop with you because they're going to remember your name. And the only way that's going to happen is if you're consistent with what you do. Remember, those new customers, they're the ones that's going to get you the money that you're wanting from even opening a business. I mean, let's get real here. That's the reason why you open your business, is so that you can make money. And your new customers, they're going to be the ones, as your business grows, that's going to bring in your money by word of mouth, by showing off what you've done, by saying, hey, look what this person did for me to help my business out, or look what this lady did or gentleman did to my hair or to my beard. If you're in a salon, they tout what you do. Just remember, if something bad happens, they'll tell 100 people. If something good happens, they'll tell 10 if you're lucky. So be consistent, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get out there in front of your customers. What you need to remember when you're dealing with these people is, don't be the one that says, woe is me. I tried this business and it didn't work. I tried this new procedure and it didn't work. Instead of doing the woe is me, do the why not me. Do the why not me. I know that everybody's heard of Bill Gates. I know everybody's heard of Oprah Winfrey. The only difference between them and a normal person is that they had, from the very, very, very beginning, when they were teenagers, they had the attitude of, why not me? Why can't I do this? Oprah followed Barbara Walters, and she just mimicked what Barbara Walters did until she took and said, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to do it my way. And so she got that why not attitude. Why not me? And that is how she won the day. That's why she is known throughout the world. She didn't have anybody that gave her $1 million to start her career. She started as a normal person. She battled through all kinds of obstacles. If you've never read or followed her to find out what her story is, it's really amazing. So you should try that. The next one is the inability for you to trust in yourself. Corporate America convinces all of the workers that you must always prove yourself, that you're always competing against so and so. If you don't do it, somebody else will, and they'll do it better. They're younger. They'll take care of it. We don't need you anymore. And they use you, they abuse you, and then they push you out the door before you hit your retirement. But just be aware of it. You may be a young person right now in your 20s and 30s and thinking, oh, that glass ceiling they talk about, that doesn't exist. Ask to somebody that's in their 50s if that glass ceiling exists. It definitely does. Corporate America convinces you that you must always prove yourself. And the problem with that is when you go out and you decide to open up your own business, you always have that thing of saying, I'm not worthy. You are worthy. You know what you used to do in the business that you used to have, when you were an employee. Somebody at some point in your life has paid you for a service, and you were good at it. Hopefully, you've learned as you've gone on through your life on how to do certain things. You don't have to prove anymore. You are the qualified expert. All you have to do is show people that you know what you're speaking on. And then you can succeed. You can, get noticed by others. But you have to remember, if it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. Let me repeat it one more time for the people in the cheap seats. If it is to be, it's up to me. You have to have that attitude. You have to know, what is my next best step, and take that step. Don't stop. You don't have to prove to anybody anymore. You only have to be willing to make the journey. Make the journey. And know that if it is to be, it's up to me. In saying that, you can't do everything by yourself. I mean, businesses these days, they don't work like that. You're going to have to partner with somebody at some time. Think about when you walk into a furniture store. You don't just see Sealy in there. You see all kinds of different types of furniture. You have your golden children, but then you have regular furniture in there as well, in most instances, unless it's like a Broyhill showroom where all they have is Broyhill. Okay? But in most instances, you go into a regular furniture store, you see stuff from all over. That's because they've partnered with different companies. When you go into Walmart, and I'm not even going there, but if you're going into Walmart or any kind of department store or the mall, they're all there and they've partnered together to make this store a success. So why is it when you start your business that you are not building those relationships? You're not building those partnerships. You have to partner with others so that both of y'all can flourish. One of the things that I've done personally is I've partnered with She Trucking. The reason why I did that is because we both have the same mentality of helping women to improve their lifestyle. Now, she and I, neither one make any money from what we individually do, but we cross promote so that we can help each other out. We can help each other out, and by doing so, we help other women out. Okay, so keep that in mind. When you walk into your dispatch office, or into your company office, you have the accounting department, you have the dispatch department, you have the department for insurance and HR, you have the departments for planning, you have your department for safety, you have your department for all kinds of different areas that makes that one industry, that one, not industry, but company. Okay, even if you're in manufacturing, there's several different departments that make up that one business. Now take that mentality and look at it from a corporate side. They built relationships to bring in the people that work in the different departments to build that company. You have to be able to do the same. Can you do it all in the very beginning? Most likely not. But as you grow, as you build new partnerships, as you build new relationships within your company and to the outside of your company, bring those people in, get them to help you, whether it's with factoring, whether it's with insurance, whether it's with dispatch, whether it's with planning, whether it's doing your accounting. You can't do it all as a new person. You're going to have to talk to a tax financial aid advisor. All of these things are done through partnerships. All of these things are done with relationships that you've created and maintained for your particular company. Just know that you have to have them. To have those relationships and partnerships, you have to be willing to take bold action. Excuse me. One of the bold actions that I remember that I had to take is my husband and I had moved down to Dallas. And I'm not giving Dallas a bad, hard time, okay? But truth is truth. We went there, and financially, the entire time we were there, it was totally draining. We were given the opportunity for a business in California. The question is were we willing to take that bold action that was going to lead us to California so that we could get back on track? Knowing that we had friends that lived in California, were we still willing to make that bold action? We had to. Did we lose friends because of it? Yes, we did. We're not nearly as close as what we used to be. But, thank goodness we're building new relationships here. That's the human spirit. You have to be willing to take that bold action, that next best step that's going to make it where you can make it. You can't just sit still. You have to be willing to you have to be willing to take that action. When you're willing to take that next bold action, you have to know not everyone is going to like you, the new you, the one that's willing to go out on that limb, the one that's willing to take that bold move, the one that's willing to take that next best step. Not everyone is meant to make the journey with you. You have to know that from the beginning. And if you're not willing to take that action, you're going to be hurt. But you got to know that, even with the worst of storms, you get rainbows, right? Even with making moves that people are not going to like, if they're not willing to understand that you're doing it for your betterment, then you have to question, are they there because they like it, that you're there with them? Like the old saying that says, misery loves company. Are they using you as a crutch, or are you using them as a crutch? You got to know at some point, if you're willing to make that change, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone is going to stay with you. But you can still do it. You can still succeed. You just have to be willing to take that step and say, look, I know this is what I know right now. And I know that where I'd like to go is scary. But I know if I stay where I'm at, it's never going to change. And I want better for me. I want better for my kids. I want better for my legacy. And for you to have that, you've got to be willing to take that step, even if your best friend leaves you, even if you lose family members of being close with them. You got to be willing to make that step. Now, when you do get your business started, remember, do not confuse followers with clients. If you're doing stuff online and you're doing it for profit, okay, if you are not selling them a product, then all you have are followers and you're not going to get anything. You're only going to be giving, 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 giving. And if that's not the attitude of what you want to be doing, if you're actually wanting to sell a product, remember, you're going to have to eventually sell. You're going to have to eventually market. And those followers may or may not be clients. The clients are the one that's going to be willing to take trust in you and in your abilities. They're going to be the one that wants to buy your product, whether it's makeup, whether it's jewelry, whether, like I do, manuals and courses, educational courses. They're going to have to be willing to take that step to follow you, not only as a follower, but as a client. It's wonderful to have followers, don't get me wrong, because you know that you're helping somebody. But you also know that if you have a business, you are eventually going to be marketing that product. Just don't convince or confuse your followers with your clients. And again, in addition to that, I would even go one step further. Don't confuse your clients with friends, because your clients, they are going to stay with you until they find somebody else that more goes with what they're looking for. I know in the hair industry, my aunt, when she opened her shop because I have naturally curly hair. I have an identical twin, and we both have very naturally curly hair. And she didn't know what to do with it, so she went to school to find out, okay, what can I do with their hair? Okay. Well, in doing that, she also opened her own business. When she opened her own business, she would have clients sometimes that she had had for years and years, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. Well, it would be because that client decided that they wanted to go somewhere else, but they didn't want to make Aunt Velma mad. So, they would just kind of tippy-toe step. And then all of a sudden one day Aunt Velma would run into them in the store and they would have a different haircut or they would have a different hair color. And it was that awkward moment But you just smile, you talk, and you laugh, and you go on. But you have to know the difference between a client and a friend and not be offended if they go and find somebody else. That happens. Everybody has the right to do that. You are worthy of having your dreams come true. Let me repeat that. You are worthy of having your dream come true. You are worthy of having your dream come true. Things that you need to remember. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Are you willing to take that next step? Are you willing to get up every morning and do that, whatever is necessary to feed your family? Are you willing to do what is necessary to make that next step to get you more money in your life? Are you willing to take that next step to get that bill off of your back, that bill collector that's called? Are you willing to take that next step to get you your new business? Are you willing to take that next step that will get you your new home? Are you willing? As long as you've answered yes, then you are worthy. There's no more proving anything to anybody. If you feel you're worthy, if you feel that you're ready to take that next best step, then get started. Just get started. If you're willing to say, yes, I will you do something? Yes, I will. If you're willing to get up every morning and say yes, then you're willing to go on ahead and take that next step, guys. It's worth it. It truly is. You have the means before you to get everything that you need in this life. Everything that you want, possibly. But everything that you need is available for you to be able to start that next business, to make that next move, to get that CDL, to get that specialized certificate, to get started in that niche that you're wanting. You have everything that you need right at your fingertips. You have Google, you have YouTube, and you have Facebook groups. You also have LinkedIn. You have, all the different podcasts. Come on, guys. All you have to do is get off your butt and go ahead and start your process. Take notes along the way and get your next best step written down. You may not know what that next best step is, but you have to be the one that finds it. When you were 12 and 13, people took care of you. You're no longer 12 and 13. If you want it, you got to go for it. And you have to find the ways to get whatever it is that you're wanting to do accomplished. Now, if you've enjoyed my video today, my name again is Linda Jenkins. You can find me on YouTube under DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. Or you can find me on Facebook under Linda Jenkins or under Linda Sahar Rafiq, and that's Sehar, last name Rafiq, Rafiq. I'm also part of She Trucking. I'm an administrator of the group there on Facebook, and then also under www.shetrucking.com. If you're interested or if you have more questions, please feel free to contact me. I will help you out as much as I can. But you are the one that has to determine if you're ready to make those next steps. So, in saying that, I just want to say you are the only one that can show others how truly great you are. And you are great. Just remember, take the initiative to say, if it is to be, it's up to me. And then find that next best step and get started. Get started today. Don't wait 5 years. Don't wait, 3 years while everything else is getting settled. Start today. You start today, and then everything else will work itself out. Thank you, guys, and I'm sorry for the long video, but there was a lot of stuff to cover. So thank you again. My name is Linda Jenkins. You guys have a nice day.